What's up, family? Salute to all y'all, man. If you're watching this video, man, I'm back with another video and another topic for the collective consciousness. This video is for the chosen and for the ones that are on a journey of embarking improvement. So before I get started, I just want to remind, man, thank you for watching these videos, man. Because in times that you feel like you need questions or answers, you can always look inside and question yourself, or you can see what someone's got to say about the world around them, family. So let's talk about this journey. And I see a lot of people saying that it's placebo, family. Remember this, as a chosen one, if you really want to know if you're chosen or not, family, well, you're going to be chasing, greatness, because a chosen one, y'all, is someone that doesn't like to be, necessarily someone that's, of the norm. First of all, a chosen one, family, is someone that when you say or talk about him, he doesn't want to be in that category of how he's like considered everybody else. No. A chosen one is someone that stands out without telling you. Someone that, is acting with righteousness, but he's not, pushing that outwards, y'all. He's just, treating himself like he's already made it, y'all, because that's the life of a true chosen one, family. People think that just because you're a chosen one, y'all, means that you're like everybody else. No, you stand out heavenly, y'all. And that's why I say, for the people who are saying that this shit ain't real, y'all, or the journey is placebo, well, that's because you haven't went long enough. You think 2 or 3 months is just enough time for you? Yes, you will feel good during those times if you truly stay on the journey and you truly give it time. But 2 to 3 months of just being on retention, y'all, is more to life than that, y'all, because you're getting a taste of what it's starting to begin to feel like. Because remember, y'all, you've been depleted your whole life. You've been fucking without energy your whole fucking life, y'all. And that's why it's, either in a way to where you feel like it's not working properly, or you just feel like you're not getting the full benefits of the journey, y'all. When I first started this journey, y'all, years ago, y'all, I didn't think about nothing. I didn't listen to nobody's opinions. I just did it because I wanted to do a simple experiment, y'all. As a fellow scientist, y'all, if you're someone of that way too, y'all, you're just trying to figure out what suits you best, what fits for you. You don't want to be like nobody or what someone's telling you, y'all, because you would have to feel or see it to believe it. Remember that. So, for all my people saying that this placebo, man, you just haven't went long enough. You just haven't, gave your body enough time to, work its way back up to getting those resources that it, needs to fluctuate in, y'all. So it's not that, you lost confidence or you weren't trying hard enough. You just were too busy worrying about something else, y'all. You truly weren't trying to be on the journey, because to be on the journey, y'all, you would have to respect every flaw that you are getting. Even if you're feeling down, you're not going to feel down forever. So that's why I remind y'all, you got to hold on, y'all, because this is your life, y'all. This is your, like I say, energy, y'all. You're only going to hurt yourself by hurting or losing your energy, y'all. It doesn't affect nobody else. So that's why I'm reminding y'all, stay strong in the moments that it feels like you're getting attacked, y'all, because you must learn to endure things in this world, y'all. If you're not going to endure anything, y'all, well, you're not going to get nowhere. It's what it is. But it's not placebo, y'all. The only thing about this journey is that it takes time. It takes, a lot of, patience, because the energy that has been, lost over time was finally coming back to you. And that's why you start feeling odd and shit. Yes, I'm pretty sure you get more energy, but why would you just throw that away, y'all? Because that's the most valuable thing you will ever have. Listen to me when I say that, y'all. You think that money is everything to you, y'all, but you wouldn't even want to go get money, or you want to go do things that you have to get done, y'all, if you don't have no energy behind your intent. So that's why I tell y'all this. Your energy is, like I say, your universal currency, y'all. You might not believe that, but it is true, y'all. everything you're, doing, y'all, or everything, you choose to do, you're doing with energy behind that. So that's why I say, if you truly want to get better at something, if you truly want to do things for longer periods of time, if you truly want to work like 13 or more hours, it starts with building up your energy, y'all, because it's not gonna be about, oh, if I'm tired or I just don't want to do it. It's about what's best for you, y'all, because in this moment that you're choosing change, y'all, you look at the better decisions that are gonna lead you down the right path. So it's not about working those 13 hours because you're not worrying about it. You're just there fulfilling what you gotta do because you have the energy to back you up on anything you choose to do in this world, y'all. So remind y'all this energy and this journey is not placebo. It's just those people that are fucking, I'm not gonna call them losers because they took on the journey, but they just, like I say, were so-called weak-minded, or they were just easy to fool because, that's what the devil wants you to believe, y'all. That if he can keep you off this journey, well, he can keep you weak and nonchalant, because in a world like this, y'all, they don't want you to care about nothing or yourself even. They want you to be selfish so they can extract that selfishness from you. But I've been on this journey for years, y'all. This journey is real. That's the reason why I started transforming. This is the reason why I started thinking about my life long-term jeopardy was. This is why I'm not chasing pleasure. This is why I'm right here talking to the people that are watching me, y'all, because it's not that I'm giving y'all gems, but I'm trying to help y'all out in a world that you might not know much about. You may look at me like I'm weird, y'all, because I'm telling y'all to get on this journey, y'all. But that's because it's not easy at first, y'all. Nothing's ever easy, y'all. It takes, a spark of thinking about something before you can choose on changing something, right? So that's why I say, y'all, you must really want to do this. You can't listen to me, or you can't listen to, those thoughts in your brain, y'all, because those are not even your thoughts. Those might be projections of how other people feel around you. So, they're hitting you like a fucking magnet because everybody around you is a magnet without you even knowing, y'all, because like I say, there's so much in this world that you may not know about, y'all, because you must study like I say, if you want to call it not universe, but your reality, I'm not going to give y'all a specific date to when you will feel on what you're trying to feel because everybody works differently. But what I can say, y'all, after 120 days of being on this journey, you start feeling good about yourself. You start feeling like, man, it's not that you don't want to take orders from nobody, but you feel like you will have so much value to you without telling anybody. Y'all, you don't want to tell nobody that you have the value, but it's just the way that you present yourself. You present yourself so calm, so stoic. You have the glow backing you up and shit. So it's more so you don't even gotta talk, y'all. It's just the way that other beings feel around you, y'all, when you enter the room, because you're a motherfucker that catches every amount of eyes or attraction, because you are attraction, y'all. It's not that you are calling yourself attractive, but your energy is showing you what attractiveness is, y'all. So that's why you start stunning. That's why you start having all the women adore you. That's why you start having men, like I say, vice versa, like this, because they can't fully comprehend what is it that's about you, y'all, but they sense beauty. They sense, like I say, a light, a preciousness. It's like a diamond that was just forged, y'all, from stone, because you're someone that's not felt on the daily, y'all. It's fucking very rare that someone like myself, y'all, is entering this world and stepping out in the public, y'all. Because when you get to a high vibration, y'all, you don't want to be around people, because you'd rather save and protect your energy, because you're so much more worth it than anything that you perceive, But as I give y'all this video, family, know that don't listen to what people are saying, y'all. Say you are trying to get on this journey, but you're listening to others too as well, and they're telling you that this shit ain't real. Well, I know you know it's real because you see me with the fucking a light that I can't give y'all, but you see a light that's, appearing right before your eyes, y'all. You see that these eyes that I'm talking to y'all with, y'all, are not like this, or they're not like feeling in a way to where I look like, I'm giving out an evil eye, because I'm talking to y'all with, holiness, because I'm truly holy. I'm truly living, as a noble being, y'all. Someone who has, good intentions toward everybody, y'all. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what you are. It's just, that's who you are, because you're going to be yourself, y'all. You're not going to go down to anybody else's expectations. But remember this, family. This journey is real, y'all. Take it from me. This journey is real. That's why my life has changed drastically. That's why the universe has, been blessing me with abundance so much in my life, y'all. You may think that this journey is not real, but this journey is so real that it might make you trip. It might make you, fall in love with yourself so much, because while you're seeing that it's real, y'all, others might not see it that way because they haven't, seen it for themselves, y'all. Only because the universe goes off of the love vibration, y'all. If you're not in that loving state of mind or of energy, you're gonna get what the fuck the world is showing you, which is that fear, that trauma, or that, let's just say that anger and animosity and all these fucking emotions tied as one. That's why I say don't worry about them, y'all. But get on the journey. Stop asking or looking for, approval by other beings, y'all. Fuck that. Because once you get on this journey, you're on it for so long, you're going to end up teaching people what you have been through, y'all. Because their journey shapes you, y'all. It truly does shape someone. And that someone is whoever has practiced this. You can look at channels, they're everywhere, y'all. But each somebody has their own channel, y'all, because they have chose to step out and embrace what they have became. Not because they're afraid. They're not afraid of nobody, y'all. They're not afraid of nobody, family. But you must not be afraid as well. You know what I'm saying, family? You cannot be afraid out here, because you won't survive in this world, y'all, But I remind y'all with this, family, you don't want to stop going. Even if you're on a journey and you feel like times are hard, remind yourself that you got to keep going, because the more you stay on the journey, the more you're going to feel good about yourself. The more you're going to fucking knows what it feels like to have that feeling in you. But I give all this because there's people on this fucking internet as we speak right now giving you their life story upon that, what happens when they lost their energy and shit, right? Well, they're all depressed. They're all fucked up because, nothing else is like a relapse, y'all. But that's with anything in life, y'all. Even if you get hooked up on meth, or, you're an alcoholic, or you're just an addict, right? That feeling that you felt whenever you failed because you truly didn't want to do it, it fucks you up, because nothing can give you all that, take away you once did, y'all, because you built it up endurance, y'all. You built it up, like I say, discipline. And once you lose that, or once you fail, you feel like, fuck, I just defeated my own self, family. And you don't want to feel defeated in this world, y'all, because how can you help others, y'all, when people are still in battles with each other, but you're still at battle with yourself, That's what I say. You want to keep rising, family, you know what I'm saying? And don't give up out here, family. Remember, people are counting on you, y'all. It's just they don't know where to begin. So they're looking for help, They need fucking, not validation, but they need intel, because they might not have experience on the game. But the game is to remind you that I'm only here for a while, so I might as well study every part of me, because I'm trying to get the best out of life, y'all. Take it from me, family. I feel good every fucking day because I have my energy. I have a glow. I truly give life to everything around me, y'all, because people start feeling good, or I get all eyes on me like Pac, Not because I want their eyes on me, but because you're like a fucking light bulb. So you're helping people without trying to help them, family? And that's just why the universe has granted you that kind of ability, because people need help in a world like this, when the world is against you, If you really want the truth about the world, y'all, the world just wants your fucking energy. Nothing about you. They don't give a fuck if you live or die. They want your energy and they want your resources. This is of the world we live in. But know that first before you try to take your energy back, because once you see it that way, well, you're going to always look at this world like it's at war with you, or this is your biggest opponent yet. Because if you fall, if you give in to temptation, if you fall for, like I say, deception, well, then you let the world crush you. You were defeated, and you don't want to feel defeated, y'all, because nothing could take your power away if you're truly a creator, as you want to call yourself. You're the creator, y'all. You control this realm, y'all. No one else does. And that's why, this world is afraid when you take your power fucking back, because you're going to step every day regardless, not giving a fuck at all. You see it with me, y'all. I have the energy and time to make these videos. So I push them out because I know that the universe is going to put them in front of the people who need them, But I save y'all this time because just say, this New Year's coming up and, you're still thinking about getting on this journey. Well, this New Year's coming. Why won't you just better up and watch how at the end of this next year that's coming up, your life has changed fucking all around the board, y'all. And you might, like I say, not even want to watch these videos no more because you know so much about this journey that it's going to cause you to become the content, And take this from me, y'all. I've never seen a day in my life that I would be talking about this. I knew that I was going to be a YouTuber one day, but I didn't see myself, like I say, making videos about necessarily this subject. I was mostly going to be, like I say, a weed tuber, because I was going to, like I say, do reviews about different kind of brands of strains of gas, or just, go out in nature, y'all, and make videos trying to uplift y'all. I don't want to flex on y'all, or I don't want to buy all this, designer shit, because I know deep down inside, y'all, you feel like in a way to where you feel less than because you don't have it as well, y'all. So why would I try to push that upon y'all when knowing that we're all living this way, y'all? Because it's not the material that you feel bad about, but you feel like you don't have those kind of funds to know that you even want to, truly feel good, y'all. That's why I say, man, save your fucking money, family. Save your money, because when you feel broke, you feel like you lose hope, You feel like there's no hope when you're broke because you don't have no money, And nothing's worse than fucking being broke, because when you're broke, family, you can't get the full out of life, family. You can't, just, say, fuck it. Let me go somewhere. Let me get this. Let me get that. So that's why I remind y'all, man, this journey is 100% real. And that's because I'm telling y'all it's real, family. I've lived in these shoes for fucking years, y'all. Upon years, This journey is so real. And that's why I'm not worrying about nothing. I'm just reminding y'all that get on it while you can, y'all. Because if you don't get on this journey, you will end up regretting it, family. Because you're just wasting vital, nutrients that your body thrives off of. We all want, let's just say this. I'm pretty sure everybody wants fucking, not fame, but you want prosperity. You want freedom. You want the fruits of what it is you desire. Most people in this world don't want fame, but they want everything they can get in this world. Like I say, which means money, And one step to getting there is to have unlimited amount of resources within you, so you can be able to go out in a world like this and go get it, And you'll have a mind above your shoulders, because you'll be thinking sharper. You'll be more smarter. You'll have this discernment about everything you are choosing to do, because over those days that build you, y'all, you have chosen a better life. You have chosen, just yourself for once, y'all. Choose yourself for once. Don't choose nobody else, y'all. Choose you. You're your best friend. You're gonna die alone. You're gonna be in the silence as a loner for most of your life, because in this world, y'all, the ones that are too smart, too advanced, too good looking, well, like I say, they're truly, like I say, looked down upon, because this society likes weak people, There's no other way around it, y'all. I just gave y'all a good ass topic today. The topic was stay going. Stay on this fucking journey no matter what. Don't give up. Don't give in to no fucking emotion, which is pleasure, lust, love, happiness. Just live with clarity. Live with a feeling of you can't that describe it, because on this journey, y'all, you can't describe how you feel. You just feel like it's a blessing that God gave you this kind of insight, because if you have it, well, God gave it to you, y'all. No other way around that. The universe is blessing you daily if you're on this journey, y'all, because every conversation you have with other beings, y'all, you're truly going to feel like y'all connected as one, y'all, because you're not looking at them for who they are and what they are being in that moment. You're looking at them like, I'm here to, have a genuine conversation with you, and add, or what can we, talk about to benefit from each other. But this shit is deep, y'all. This shit will have you drowning, y'all. So that's why I say, study yourself, man. Study yourself first. Don't listen to what anyone says, And if you do listen to yourself and you do lose your energy, well, I'm going to tell you right now, if you weren't truly trying to do that or put it into your wife, it's going to hurt you, man, because you're not going to feel how you once felt. You're going to feel more dumber down, because you're going to feel more comfortable. You're going to feel like, I'll do it later. You might start losing this glow. You might lose the maturity in your face. You will lose nutrients that your body needs. You will lose that confidence that you feel, y'all. Because let's just say you're doing the right thing, where your confidence is unlimited. It's no title. So when you walk in anywhere or anywhere you go, yo, you feel this sense of, I walk with my back standing straight, because I know that I've been doing the good. I've been doing the good deeds of life. I haven't been acting out of nothing, that's blasphemy to me, So that's why I say, family, you're doing the right thing right now. As long as you don't give up on yourself, as long as you stay on the journey and don't give your fucking energy up to nobody, y'all. I'm gonna tell you like this: you shouldn't give up your energy, y'all, if you're not where you want to be in life. So if you're not, say your goal is to become financially free. Say your goal is to, find peace. Say your goal is to find, like I say, something valuable of treasure. You want this energy within you, y'all, because it's going to help you with your manifestations. It's going to help you with thinking. It's going to help you with your skills. It's going to help you with getting shit done, y'all. It's going to help you with every fucking thing, y'all. That's why God gave it to you, y'all. So there's literally no cons of losing this shit. There's no reason you should lose this, y'all, if you're not creating a you, But not everybody's going to see this video like that, y'all. And that's why, my channel is not so heavily out in this world, y'all. It will one day, though, if God wants it to be that way. But for now, y'all, I just want to remind y'all that stay close to yourself, man, in these times, y'all, because we're living in the hardest times, y'all. It's only going to get more and more and more harder, y'all, or advanced, because this world is becoming more and more soft, y'all. You need to put that masculine energy into the forefront, y'all, so you can remind the world that how true men are supposed to be, y'all, And it just might take you, if you're that being, y'all, who's on this journey, to inspire the world and the ones around you, y'all, because remember, chosen ones are most likely not in the same vicinity, y'all. And that's why it's hell for you to embark on a chosen one. Or let's just say there's two people who are chosen, y'all, that are meant to be, but y'all are nowhere near each other. Well, God didn't make it like that to make it hard for you, but he made it like that because a chosen one is around, their reality and where they're at for a reason, because God needs them to help and spark others so they can change, If many chosen ones were around each other, y'all, well, then it'll be full on, chaos and fucking enlightenment, because y'all would all benefit from each other, knowing that y'all are worrying about, like I say, one thing, purpose. But this was the video, y'all. I didn't mean to, drop a whole lot on y'all, but you need to hold your nuts. Like I say, Scarface said that shit best. All I have in this world is my balls and my word I give you. And I don't break them for nothing or no one. That's how you should be, y'all. You will get like that, or you will get to a point in your journey if you stay on it, because you're gonna get to a point where you truly love yourself, because everything's starting to work out in God's timing, you know. But this was the journey. Just know that Christmas is coming up, man. We are days away from there. So spend time with your loved ones, y'all. Go out and, go party if you want to. I'm not telling y'all what to do, but I'm telling y'all to be vigilant. Stay vivid. Be, knowing that you're going to find peace wherever you are, because peace exists within you, family. So don't try to go out looking for shit, Just remain calm. Be strong. And tell the world that it can't define me, y'all, because you have defeated the world, chosen one, golden child. You have defeated the world by simply not giving in to no temptation around you. That's a hard thing to do. That's the hardest thing in the world to do, y'all. You think just spending money is hard? Conquering yourself is hard, because once you conquer yourself, y'all, anything that you're looking at that's outside of you, you're not going to really, let's just say, splurge, or you're not going to take it too deep, because all you care about is you. All you care about is self-love now, because you're truly no one knows what it feels like to have that self-love, family, So that's why I tell y'all, stay on this fucking journey, family, because it will help you long-term jeopardy-wise. It will remind you that God put this upon me for a reason, y'all. So I must take it serious, I'm not telling you to be on this shit for your whole life, but I'm telling you to go long-term wise, to experience it, to experience how you feel. You enter a new state of mind. You enter a different kind of perspective on how you once lived, because you start looking for, like I say, happiness internally. Because you realize everything outside of me, y'all, was either causing me to become distracted, or was simply just, like I say, dumbing me down more, But this was the video, y'all. I hope y'all learned from these, kind of videos, y'all, because I'm here to remind you that you want to change, y'all. You don't want to stay in one spot, because if I stay here for one spot, well, I can never become my highest potential, y'all. Y'all will thank me later, though, y'all, if y'all truly are on this journey and you listen to these wise words, man. It's not about gender, y'all, but it's about energy, y'all. It's about frequency. It's about peace. It's about, like I say, yourself, y'all, because you can't force or push this shit out on nobody, y'all. Don't talk to nobody about this, y'all. Keep this shit a secret. This is how you have an advantage around others in your reality, y'all, because you're someone that is not worried about nobody anymore, y'all. You're not looking for problems. You're looking to be away from people, y'all, because if they're not on your vibration, y'all, well, then you gotta take in and endure all that fucking, energy that they're giving to the world, because no matter who you are in this world, y'all, you're giving the world your vibration, whether you're vibing high or low. So that's why I say it's important to surround yourself with either like-minded souls or just stay out the fucking way, y'all, because you're here to better up the world. You're not here to be dumbed down to more, But this was the fucking video, family, and it was a damn near good one, because I'm reminding y'all that your power is in you, and that's why they fight, like I say, to get you to feel stupid, because they want your control. If you lose your energy, well, you're gonna be a yes or a no sir type of person, because you're gonna just listen to everybody else, y'all. You're gonna start taking advice from motherfuckers, when really, y'all, you should be trusting yourself, because you know the answers to everything, y'all. If you just give yourself patience, if you just, believe in you for once, y'all. Y'all need to have belief. If y'all don't have belief, y'all, well, nothing will ever come your way, because you don't credit yourself you don't credit you anything. But this was the video, family. Remember that. Don't listen to nobody on fucking the internet telling you that this shit ain't worth it, y'all. You get hella energy, y'all. Energy is better than being fucking drained, y'all. Because when you're drained, y'all, you don't want to do shit, y'all. You're unmotivated, y'all. How can you win when you're unmotivated? That's a simple question. You think your queen's gonna want an unmotivated motherfucker? No, because then she's having to do everything while you're sitting down being the woman. That shit don't add up. So I remind y'all, think carefully about what you do, because this world can make you or break you, y'all. It can't give you both. But think about that shit, family. But this was the video, man. Christmas is coming up, man. I hope you spend time with your family if you are doing that. Or just, stay close to yourself, because you're all you need. Family? But this was a video, man. I'll see y'all, man. Stay up, stay blessed, and be protective of your energy, man.